Book of Enoch. Chapter 41. And after that, I saw all the secrets in heaven, and how a kingdom breaks up, and how the actions of the people are weighed in the balance. And there I saw the dwelling place of the sinners, and the company of the set-apart ones. And my eyes saw the sinners, those who deny the name of Yahuwah of the spirits, being expelled from there and being dragged off. And they could not stand still because of the plague which proceeds forth from Yahuwah of the spirits. And there my eyes saw the secrets of lightning and thunder, and the mysteries of the winds, how they are distributed in order to blow upon the earth. And the secrets of the clouds, and the dew I saw there from where they proceed in that place, and how from there they satiate the dust of the earth. At that place, I also saw sealed storerooms from which the winds of the storerooms of hail, and the winds of the storerooms of mist are distributed. And these clouds hover over the earth from the beginning of the world. And I saw the storerooms of the sun and the moon, from what place they come out and to which place they return. And their splendid return, how in their travel one festival is celebrated more than the other. They do not depart from their orbit, neither increase nor decrease it. But they keep faith one with another in accordance with an oath they set, and they rise. From the first is the sun, and it executes its course in accordance with the commandment of Yahuwah of the spirits. His name shall persist forever and ever. After that is found both the hidden and the visible path of the moon, and the path of its orbit it completes by day and by night at that place. And the two will gaze directly into the splendor of Yahuwah of the spirits. They give thanks, they praise, and they do not economize on energy, for their very essence generates new power. Surely the many changes of the sun have both a blessing and a curse, and the course of the moon's path is light to the righteous on the one hand and darkness to the sinners on the other. In the name of Yahuwah of the spirits, who created the distinction between light and darkness, and separated the spirits of the people, and strengthened the spirits of the righteous in the name of his righteousness. Surely, neither in Moloch nor Satan has the power to hinder, for there is a judge to all of them, he will glance, and all of them are before him, he is the judge. Chapter 42. Wisdom could not find a place in which she could dwell, but a place was found for her in the heavens. Then wisdom went out to dwell with the children of the people, but she found no dwelling place. So wisdom returned to her place, and she settled permanently among the Malachim. Then iniquity went out of her rooms, and found whom she did not expect. And she dwelt with them, like rain in a desert, like dew on a thirsty land. Chapter 43. And I saw other lightnings, and the stars of heaven. And I saw how he called them each by their respective names, and they obeyed him. And I saw the impartial scales for the purpose of balancing their lights at their widest areas. And their natures are as follows. Their revolutions produce lightning, and in number they are as many as the Malachim. They keep their faith each one according to their names. And I asked the Malach who was going with me, and who had shown me the secret things, what are these things? And he said to me, Yahuwah of the spirits has shown you the prototype of each one of them. These are the names of the set-apart ones who dwell upon the earth and believe in the name of Yahuwah of the spirits forever and ever. Chapter 44. And I saw another thing regarding lightning, how some stars arise and become lightning and cannot dwell with the rest. Chapter 45. This is the second parable concerning those who deny the name of Yahuwah of the spirits, and the congregation of the set-apart ones. Neither will they ascend into heaven, nor will they reach the ground. Such will be the lot of the sinners, who will deny the name of Yahuwah of the spirits. Those who in this manner will be preserved for the day of burden and tribulation. On that day, my elect one shall sit on the throne of splendor, and make a selection of their deeds. Their resting places will be without number, their souls shall be firm within them when they see my elect one, those who have appealed to my splendid name. On that day, I shall cause my elect one to dwell among them. I shall transform heaven and make it a blessing of light forever. I shall also transform the earth and make it a blessing, and cause my elect one to dwell in her. Then those who have committed sin and crime shall not set foot in her. For in peace I have looked with favor upon my righteous ones, and given them mercy, and have caused them to dwell before me. But sinners have come before me, so that by judgment I shall destroy them from before the face of the earth. Chapter 46. At that place, I saw the Ancient of Days, to whom belongs the time before time. And his head was white like wool, and there was with him another individual whose face was like that of a human being. His countenance was full of favor like that of one among the set-apart Malachim. And I asked the one from among the Malachim who was going with me, and who had revealed to me all the secrets regarding the one who was born of human beings, who is this, and from whence is he, and why he accompanied the Ancient of Days? And he answered me and said to me, This is the Son of Man, to whom belongs righteousness, and with whom righteousness dwells. And he will open all the hidden storerooms, for Yahuwah of the spirits has chosen him, and he is destined to be victorious before Yahuwah of the spirits in eternal uprightness. This Son of Man whom you have seen is the one who would remove the kings and the mighty ones from their comfortable seats, and the strong ones from their thrones. He shall loosen the reins of the strong and crush the teeth of the sinners. He shall depose the kings from their thrones and kingdoms. For they do not extol and esteem him, and neither do they obey him, the source of their kingship. The faces of the strong will be slapped and be filled with shame and gloom. Their dwelling places and their beds will be worms. They shall have no hope to rise from their beds, for they do not extol the name of Yahuwah of the spirits. And they have become the judges of the stars of heaven. They raise their hands to reach the Most High while walking upon the earth and dwelling in her. They manifest all their deeds in oppression. All their deeds are oppression. Their power depends upon their wealth. And their devotion is to the mighty ones which they have fashioned with their own hands. But they deny the name of Yahuwah of the spirits. Yet they like to congregate in his houses, and with the faithful ones who cling to Yahuwah of the spirits. Chapter 47. In those days, the prayers of the righteous ascended into heaven, and the blood of the righteous from the earth before Yahuwah of the spirits. There shall be days when all the set-apart ones who dwell in the heavens above shall dwell together. And with one voice they shall supplicate and pray, magnifying, praising and blessing the name of Yahuwah of the spirits, on behalf of the blood of the righteous ones which has been shed. Their prayers shall not stop from exhaustion before Yahuwah of the spirits, neither will they relax forever, until judgment is executed for them. In those days, I saw him, the antecedent of time, while he was sitting upon the throne of his splendor, and the books of the living ones were opened before him. And all his power in heaven above, and his escorts stood before him. The hearts of the set-apart ones are filled with joy, because the number of the righteous has been offered, the prayers of the righteous ones have been heard, and the blood of the righteous has been admitted before Yahuwah of the spirits. Chapter 48. Furthermore, in that place I saw the fountain of righteousness, which does not become depleted, and is surrounded completely by numerous fountains of wisdom. All the thirsty ones drink of the water and become filled with wisdom. Then their dwelling places become with the set-apart, righteous, and elect ones. At that hour that Son of Man was given a name in the presence of Yahuwah of the spirits, the before time. Even before the creation of the sun and the moon, before the creation of the stars, he was given a name in the presence of Yahuwah of the spirits. He will become a staff for the righteous ones in order that they may lean on him and not fall. He is the light of the Gentiles, and he will become the hope of those who are sick in their hearts. All those who dwell upon the earth shall fall and worship before him, they shall esteem, bless, and sing the name of Yahuwah of the spirits. For this purpose he became the chosen one. He was concealed in the presence of Yahuwah of the spirits prior to the creation of the world and for eternity. And he has revealed the wisdom of Yahuwah of the spirits to the righteous, and the set-apart ones. For he has preserved the portion of the righteous, because they have hated and despised this world of oppression together with all its ways of life, and its habits in the name of Yahuwah of the spirits. And because they will be saved in his name, and it is his good pleasure that they have life. In those days, the kings of the earth, and the mighty landowners shall be humiliated on account of the deeds of their hands. Therefore on the day of their misery and weariness, they will not be able to save themselves. I shall deliver them into the hands of my elect ones like grass in the fire, and like lead in the water, so they shall burn before the face of the set-apart ones and sink before their sight, and no place will be found for them. On the day of their weariness, there shall be an obstacle on the earth, and they shall fall on their faces, and they shall not rise up again, nor anyone be found who will take them with his hands and raise them up. For they have denied Yahuwah of the spirits, and his Messiah. Blessed be the name of Yahuwah of the spirits. Chapter 49. So wisdom flows like water, and splendor is measureless before him forever and ever. For his might is in all the mysteries of righteousness, and oppression will vanish like a shadow having no foundation. The elect one stands before Yahuwah of the spirits, his splendor is forever and ever, and his power is unto all generations. In him dwells the spirit of wisdom, the spirit which gives thoughtfulness, the spirit of knowledge and strength, and the spirit of those who have fallen asleep in righteousness. He shall judge the secret things. And no one will be able to utter vain words in his presence. For he is the elect one before Yahuwah of the spirits according to his good pleasure. Chapter 50. In those days, there will be a change for the set apart and the righteous ones, and the light of days shall rest upon them, and splendor, and honor shall be given back to the set apart ones on the day of weariness. He heaped evil upon the sinners, but the righteous ones shall be victorious in the name of Yahuwah of the spirits. He will cause the others to see this so that they may repent and forsake the deeds of their hands. There shall not be honor unto them in the name of Yahuwah of the spirits. But through his name they shall be saved, and Yahuwah of the spirits shall have mercy upon them, for his mercy is considerable. He is righteous in his judgment, and in the splendor that is before him. Oppression cannot survive his judgment, and the unrepentant in his presence shall perish. Yahuwah of the spirits has said that from henceforth, he will not have mercy on them. Chapter 51. In those days, Sheol will return all the deposits which she had received, and hell will give back all that which it owes. And he shall choose the righteous and the set apart ones from among the risen dead for the day when they shall be selected, and saved has arrived. In those days, the elect one shall sit on my throne, and from the conscience of his mouth shall come out all the secrets of wisdom, for Yahuwah of the spirits has given them to him and magnified him. In those days, mountains shall dance like rams, and the hills shall leap like kids satiated with milk. And the faces of all the Malachim in heaven shall glow with joy, because on that day the elect one has arisen. And the earth shall rejoice, and the righteous ones shall dwell upon her, and the elect ones shall walk upon her. Chapter 52. After those days, in the same place where I had seen all the secret visions, having been carried off in a wind vehicle and taken to the west, my eyes saw there all the secret things of heaven and the future things. There were there a mountain of iron, a mountain of copper, a mountain of silver, a mountain of gold, a mountain of colored metal, and a mountain of lead. And I asked the Malach who was going with me, saying, What are these things which I have seen in secret? And he said to me, All these things which you have seen happen by the authority of his Messiah, so that he may give orders, and be praised upon the earth. Then this Malach of peace answered, saying to me, Wait a little, and all secret things which encircle Yahuwah of the spirits will be revealed unto you. As for these mountains which you have seen with your own eyes, the mountain of iron, the mountain of copper, the mountain of silver, the mountain of gold, the mountain of colored metal, and the mountain of lead, all of them in the presence of the elect one, will become like a honeycomb that melts before fire, like water that gushes down from the top of such mountains, and become helpless by his feet. It shall happen in those days that no one shall be saved either by gold or by silver, and no one shall be able to escape. There shall be no iron for war, nor shall anyone wear a breastplate. Neither bronze nor tin shall be to any avail, or be of any value, and there will be no need of lead whatsoever. All these substances will be removed, and destroyed from the surface of the earth when the elect one shall appear before the face of Yahuwah of the spirits. Chapter 53. My eyes saw there a deep valley with a wide mouth. And all those who dwell upon the earth, the sea and the islands shall bring to it gifts, presents, and tributes, yet this deep valley shall not become full. They shall fulfill the criminal deeds of their hands, and eat all the produce of crime which the sinners toil for. Sinners shall be destroyed from before the face of Yahuwah of the spirits. They shall perish eternally, standing before the face of his earth. So I saw all the Malachim of plague cooperating and preparing all the chains of Satan. And I asked the Malach of peace, who was going with me, for whom are they preparing these chains? And he answered me, saying, They are preparing these for the kings and the potentates of this earth, in order that they may be destroyed thereby. After this, the righteous and elect one will reveal the house of his congregation. From that time, they shall not be hindered in the name of Yahuwah of the spirits. And these mountains shall become flat like earth in the presence of his righteousness, and the hills shall become like a fountain of water. And the righteous ones shall have rest from the oppression of sinners. Chapter 54. Then I looked, and turned to another face of the earth, and saw there a valley, deep, and burning with fire. And they were bringing kings and potentates, and were throwing them into this deep valley. And my eyes saw there their chains, while they were making them into iron fetters of immense weight. And I asked the Malach of peace, who was going with me, saying, For whom are these imprisonment chains being prepared? And he said unto me, These are being prepared for the armies of Azazel, in order that they may take them and cast them into the abyss of complete condemnation. And as Yahuwah of the spirits has commanded it, they shall cover their jaws with rocky stones. Then Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Phanuel themselves shall seize them on that great day of judgment, and cast them into the furnace of fire that is burning that day. So that Yahuwah of the spirits may take vengeance on them on account of their oppressive deeds, which they performed as Malachim of Satan, leading astray those who dwell upon the earth. And in those days, the punishment of Yahuwah of the spirits shall be carried out, and they shall open all the storerooms of water in the heavens above, in addition to the fountains of water which are on earth. And all the waters shall be united with all other waters. That which is from the heavens above is masculine water, whereas that which is underneath the earth is feminine. And they shall obliterate all those that dwell upon the earth, as well as those that dwell underneath the ultimate ends of heaven, on account of the fact that they did not recognize their oppressive deeds, which they carried out on the earth. They shall be destroyed by the flood. Chapter 55. And after that the antecedent of time repented, and said, In vain have I destroyed all those who dwell in the earth. And he swore by his own great name that from thenceforth he would not do as he had done to all who live upon the earth. And he said, I shall put up a sign in the heavens, and it shall become a symbol of faith between me and them forever, so long as heaven is above the earth, which is in accordance with my command. When I would give consent so that they should be seized by the hands of the Malachim on the day of tribulation and pain, already I would have caused my punishment and my wrath to abide upon them, my punishment and my wrath, says Yahuwah of the spirits. Kings, potentates, dwellers upon the earth. You would have to see my elect one, how he sits in the throne of splendor and judges Azazel and all his company, and his army in the name of Yahuwah of the spirits. Chapter 56. Then I saw there an army of the Malachim of punishment marching, holding nets of iron and bronze. And I asked the Malach of peace, who was walking with me, saying to him, To whom are they going, these who are holding the nets? And he said to me, They are going to their elect and beloved ones, in order that they may be cast into the crevices of the abyss of the valley. Then the valley shall be filled with their elect and beloved ones. And the days of their lives, the era of their splendor, and the age of their leading others astray shall come to an end, and shall not henceforth be reckoned. In those days, the Malachim will assemble and thrust themselves to the east at the Parthians and Medes. They will shake up the kings, so that a spirit of unrest shall come upon them and stir them up from their thrones, and they will break forth from their beds like lions, and like hungry hyenas among their own flocks. And they will go up and trample upon the land of my elect ones, and the land of my elect ones will be before them like a threshing floor, or a highway. But the city of my righteous ones will become an obstacle to their horses. And they shall begin to fight among themselves, and by their own right hands they shall prevail against themselves. A man shall not recognize his brother, nor a son his mother, until there shall be a significant number of corpses from among them. Their punishment is indeed not in vain. In those days Sheol shall open her mouth, and they shall be swallowed up into it and perish. Thus Sheol shall swallow up the sinners in the presence of the elect ones. Chapter 57. And it happened afterward that I had another vision of a whole array of chariots loaded with people, and they were advancing upon the air from the east and from the west until midday. And the sound of their chariots was clamorous, and when this commotion took place, the set-apart ones in heaven took notice of it, and the pillars of the earth were shaken from their foundations, and the sound of the noise could be heard from the extreme end of the sky unto the extreme end of the earth in 1 hour. Then all shall fall down and worship Yahuwah of the spirits. Here ends the second parable. Chapter 58. And I began to speak another parable concerning the righteous and the elect. Blessed are you, righteous and elect ones, for splendor is your portion. The righteous ones shall be in the light of the sun, and the elect ones in the light of eternal life, which has no end, and the days of the life of the set-apart ones cannot be numbered. They shall seek light, and find righteousness with Yahuwah of the spirits. Peace be to the righteous ones in the peace of the eternal Yahuwah. After this, it shall be told to the set-apart ones in heaven that they should seek out the mysteries of righteousness, the gift of faith. For the sun has shined upon the earth, and darkness is over. There shall be a light that has no end, and they shall not have to count days any more. For already darkness has been destroyed, light shall be permanent before Yahuwah of the spirits, and the light of uprightness shall stand firm forever and ever before Yahuwah of the spirits. Chapter 59. In those days my eye saw the mysteries of lightnings, and of lights and their judgments. They flash lights for a blessing or a curse, according to the will of Yahuwah of the spirits. And there I also saw the secrets of the thunder, and the secrets of how when it resounds in the heights of heaven its voice is heard in the earthly dwellings. He showed me whether the sound of the thunder is for peace and blessing, or for a curse, according to the word of Yahuwah of the spirits. After that all the mysteries of the lights and lightnings were shown to me, that they glow with light for blessing, and for contentment. Chapter 60. In the year 500, in the 7th month, on the 14th day of the month, in the life of Enoch, in the same parable I saw that the heavens of heavens was quaking and trembling with a mighty tremulous agitation. And the forces of the Most High and the Malachim, 10,000 times 1,000,000 and 10,000,000 times 10,000,000, were agitated with great agitation. And the antecedent of time was sitting on the throne of his splendor, surrounded by the Malachim and the righteous ones. Then a great trembling and fear seized me, and my loins and kidneys lost control. So I fell upon my face. Then Michael sent another Malach from among the set-apart ones, and he raised me up. And when he had raised me up, my spirit returned, for I had fainted, because I could not withstand the sight of these forces, and because heaven has stirred up and agitated itself. Then Michael said unto me, What have you seen that has so disturbed you? This day of mercy has lasted until today, and he has been merciful and long-suffering toward those that dwell upon the earth. And when this day arrives, and the power, the punishment, and the judgment, which Yahuwah of the spirits has prepared for those who do not worship, the righteous judgment for those who deny the righteous judgment, and for those who take his name in vain, it will become a day of covenant for the elect and inquisition for the sinners. On that day 2 monsters will be parted, one monster, a female named Leviathan, in order to dwell in the abyss of the ocean over the fountains of water. And the other, a male called Behemoth, which holds his chest in an invisible desert, whose name is Dundan, east of the Garden of Eden, wherein the elect and the righteous ones dwell, wherein my grandfather was taken, the 7th from Adam, the first man whom Yahuwah of the spirits created. Then I asked the second Malach in order that he may show me how strong these monsters are, how they were separated on this day, and were cast, the one into the abysses of the ocean, and the other into the dry desert. And he said to me, You, son of man, according to the degree to which it will be permitted, you will know the hidden things. Then the other Malach who was going with me was showing me the hidden things, what is first and last in heaven, above it, beneath the earth, in the depth, in the extreme ends of heaven, the extent of heaven. The storerooms of the winds, how the winds are divided, how they are weighed, how the winds divide and dissipate, the openings of the winds, each according to the strength of its wind, the power of the light of the moon, and how it is the right amount, the divisions of the stars, each according to their names, and all the subdivisions. The thunders according to the places where they fall, and the subdivisions of the lightnings according to their flashing of light, and the swiftness of the obedience of the whole array of them. So the thunders have their respective moments of rest with patience, and each thunder is marked by its respective sound. Neither the thunder nor the lightning becomes disjoined, one is from the other. Both go together in a single breeze and do not part. For when the lightning flashes light, the thunder utters its sound. Also, at that moment, the wind causes the thunder to come to rest, and divides equally the time between each one of them. For the reservoir of their moments of thunderings is like the sand, so each one of them is restrained with a bridle and turned back by the power of the wind and driven in this manner all over the numerous corners of the earth. Now, the sea breeze is masculine and strong, and according to the power of its strength it holds back the air and in this manner is driven and dispersed among all the mountains of the world. The frost wind is its own guardian, and the hail wind is a kind Moloch. The snow wind has evacuated its reservoir. It does not exist because of its strength. There is in it only a breeze that ascends from the reservoir like smoke, and its name is frost. And the wind and the mist do not dwell together with them in their reservoirs. But the mist has its own reservoir, for its course is splendid. It has light and darkness both in the rainy season and the dry season, and its reservoir is itself in Moloch. The dwelling place of the dew breeze is in the extreme ends of heaven, and is linked together with the reservoirs of the rain in both its courses of the rainy season and the dry season. Also the clouds of the dew and the clouds of the mist are associated, feeding each other mutually. When the rain wind becomes activated in its reservoir, the Malachim come and open the reservoir and let it out, and when it is sprayed over the whole earth, it becomes united with the water which is upon the earth. And whensoever it unites with other waters, it unites with the water upon the earth which is for the use of those who dwell on the earth, for it is nourishment for the earth sent from the Most High in heaven. So in this manner there is a measuring system for the rain given to the Malachim. All these things I saw as far as the garden of the righteous ones. And the Malach of peace who was with me said to me, these two monsters are prepared for the great day of Yahuwah when they shall turn into food. So that the punishment of Yahuwah of the spirits should come down upon them, in order that the punishment of Yahuwah of the spirits should not be issued in vain, but slay the children with their mothers, and the children with their fathers, when the punishment of Yahuwah of the spirits comes down upon everyone. After that there shall be the judgment according to his mercy and his patience.